lovelies, it's Gina Gunz with WitchyGirlTarot, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. If it is, namaste. I want to invite you to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell so you don't miss any of the notifications. If you are a longtime subscriber, thank you so much for supporting this channel and for sharing your life with me in the comment sections. Please continue to do so. I love you guys so much. Today's video is for the sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and also Venus. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading, guys. This is a collective reading, so it's not going to resonate with every Virgo that's watching, but I do believe Spirit brought you here for a reason. So take what applies and let the rest fly. The world is changing. The world was always changing, but we feel the change even more so now than ever. We are currently in Scorpio season, which is a very emotional time, and it's a time for transformation. So now we actually get to see whatever we requested, all the seeds that we have planted, we see them coming to the physical earth plane. So things are definitely changing in your life. They are changing in mine. They are changing in the collective conscious mind. So I want to, I hope that when you're watching this video, you are healthy and that you are positive. Oh, I also want to welcome my cross watchers because I know some of y'all being nosy for Virgo out there. So let's get straight into it. Virgo, the theme of your reading this month, November 2020, is all about self-reflection. Okay? You're thinking to yourself about how you've lived your life thus far, the mistakes that you have made, and I also feel like you have also thought about the mistakes your parents made growing up and how you don't want to continue that in your life. Or if you are a mom, because some of you may be mothers or fathers watching for someone else, you're in a relationship, this may be that you don't want to continue that kind of generational trauma and curse and weird juju with your offspring. And so you are definitely reflecting on those things, because then we go into the Six of Cups, which is that you see two children, they're playing. So this is childhood memories, childhood traumas in some situations, past relationships with people, intimate relationships with other people. But I do feel, again, with that self-reflection, it's about not wanting to repeat the same thing that happened in your past. And what happened in your past with the Three of Swords, confirming that or validating that card from another deck, is showing that there was some kind of pain there in the past. And that past, we see black blood there. We don't see red blood. That's, fresh blood. It's bad blood, toxic black blood that has been there for some time. So there's definitely healing that has to be done, or healing that is being done. And you're conscious of it because you realize that you don't want to continue that along your life. And you're willing to do whatever you have to do and put in all of your emotions, your thoughts, your physical labor and time with the Magician card to switch that energy around. You want to co-create the life that you envision for yourself, and you don't want your past to define your future. Okay. And the reason why I say that is we have the Three of Wands, which is about planning, expansion. In some cases, it may be that you guys are moving or thinking about moving or expanding a business overseas. And maybe in certain situations that you may be in a relationship with someone overseas, someone who is in a long distance relationship. But I really feel in a general context that, Virgo, this is really about you co-creating the life you envision for yourself. And I do feel like with this Knight of Swords coming in, that you are going into this with a strategy, okay? And your strategy is using your logic over emotions. The Knight of Swords, swords being intellect, being your thoughts, and also communication, the way you communicate with yourself, with others, and with yourself is very much to the T. Think of a knife or a sword. When a sword slices, there is no residual. It cuts evenly. So this is about going into something with clarity, a strategy, a plan. Okay, so you are willing to fight at all costs to have the life that you truly want for yourself. And we see the Seven of Wands there. So that's you overcoming those obstacles and heels, girl. Okay. All right. So the Knight of Swords going into the Seven of Wands is you are willing to wear that armor and willing to face those obstacles ahead of you, because that's part of life and you're okay with that. your past cards show up with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. The Five in tarot usually have to do with loss. They have to do with sadness. They have to do with conflict within yourself and with others. So we see the Five of Pentacles. So for some of you, it may be that you were in a relationship that you had to walk away from, or this person walked away from you, and you were left out in the cold, figuring it out for yourself and having to really think to yourself, what now? And then to validate that card, we have the Five of Cups, okay, which is regret, withdrawal, very, very emotional energy. So the loss of emotions, the overflowing of emotions, we see those cups have turned over. So the cups, or whatever's in them, have already just fallen on the floor, on the ground, excuse me. And then the Five of Pentacles is that loss of money or relationship, physical time that you put in it, and things that you can't get back, and you having to figure that out. But we see the Seven of Wands again show up from another deck, which means that even though you went through this loss, this emotional time in your life, the Seven of Wands again comes out showing that you were able to fight through those obstacles because you were willing to fight through those obstacles. And then we go into the Page of Wands, which clarifies and validates the Seven of Wands. So this is about you being very, very determined and you assessing what is worth your time, what is worth fighting for. So you have made your mind up that your life and the things that you're passionate about are worth fighting for. So you're willing to fight through that. You're willing to go through that obstacle course because it means that you get to see another day. It means that you get to co-create further your life, okay? We see the Justice card showing up. The Justice card is about law. So some of you may be in actual law. It may be that you left a relationship, a marriage, an actual marriage, or you are about to get divorced. And some situations, it may be that you feel finally vindicated, that the truth came out. This Justice card is also ruled by Libra. Libra is all about the Libra scales. We are now in Scorpio season, but we just left Libra season. Libra season is all about those scales, balancing them out, right? And then we get to Scorpio season. They kind of just level themselves out, and then we find out what it really is. So Virgo, with that Justice card, with that, and being from your past, you were able to have that moment of clarity. So you were able to have that moment of validation, of confirmation, and also you were vindicated for something that happened, and you were able to then, with the Star card coming out, start off fresh. You have a new beginning, new faith, new ambitions. You have new goals that you want to tackle, and so your energy's not in that place anymore. Romantically, we see you with the Strength card, okay? So I said to myself, Strength card, does that mean that this relationship, if Virgo is actually in a relationship, does it mean that Virgo's relationship is very strong? In some situations it can be, but then we got the Three of Pentacles. Okay, and the Three of Pentacles is about collaboration and structure. So I feel like with the Strength card and then the Three of Pentacles, I feel like this is more so you're focused on building something for yourself, whether that be a business, whether that be your home. You're learning right now. You're in your learning phases on how to make things of value come to life. So I feel like you're very strong. You feel very strongly about building and collaborating and working with others. So you're less focused about love right now, because we do see that you came out of that situation and you have a new start to where you're really focused again on your self-reflection, okay? Then we go into the Empress card, which is your energy, okay? It's your energy, the Empress. The Empress is she is a mom, so you may be a mom, or you may be someone who is very, very nurturing, and the Empress reminds you to nurture yourself the way a mom would nurture her baby. How does she nurture her baby? She makes sure the baby eats. She makes sure the baby gets changed, is bathed, goes to sleep on time, goes outside and gets some sun. So do that for yourself. Remember to love on yourself. And I do feel like this being a part of your romantic energy right now, you may be the Empress is very divine, sexual energy. So you may be just feeling very, very sexual, or you may just be feeling very divine to where, again, you just want to be by yourself and you're focusing on nurturing yourself. But that Empress has that sexy, like, you can't have me, but the thought of me is beautiful, right? energy. Then we go into the High Priestess card to validate that card, which is your intuition, your higher self. She's the gatekeeper of the secret world. So I feel like intuitively, you know that love will come. You know that you are capable of loving someone, and that someone else is capable of loving you. But right now, with the Knight of Pentacles following that, you're really focused on yourself efficiency. You're really focused on your self-independence, you doing things on your own, and you making your own money, and you making your own, you know, the fruits of your labor growing on your own, and it not being dependent on anyone else. But I have to note that it is the number 9. 10 would be the completion of that. So it just means that you're open to meeting someone to get to that 10 of Pentacles, but you're not yet there, okay? We have the Page of Swords to validate that card, and that's all about you learning. And you're curious. You're curious to know what it is to be by yourself again. You're curious to be single just for a little bit so that you can enjoy yourself and really get to know and self-reflect on things that you put off because you were in a situation that things were so blurry that it didn't allow you to really reflect on those things. And now that you have the time to be by yourself, you're loving it, Virgo. You are very, very independent. You are also a very, very hard worker. You are represented by Pentacles in the tarot, which is Earth. You are very, very grounded. You're all about your home and having security. So the Page of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles going into the Page of Swords tells me that you're all about right now just yourself and really focusing on yourself. And with the Empress, we got that flirtatious vibe going on. But you're really focused on you and your intuition and your High Priestess energy. Via the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, I've pulled 2 cards. We have the Butterfly Maiden with transformation, that butterfly energy, caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. You know, I feel like you've come out of that cocoon phase where it was very uncertain of where you were going. With the 7 of Wands, which was like fighting to get to where you are now, where you have that new start. But you have that new fresh start, and you're going through your transformation. And I feel like we're always transforming. I have to remind you, going through Scorpio season, so there's a lot of transformation going on right now. She says you're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. The changes that you are going through right now are only going to help you, are going to make you happier, are going to enrich your life. And then we have Pele with divine passion. And she says, be honest with yourself. What's your true heart's desire? What are you truly desiring, Virgo? Do you want to be by yourself right now? It's okay to be by yourself. Do you want to manifest love? You can do that too. But I have to say, it's all about that healing. And that 3 of Swords shows me that you have a lot of healing to do. The Magician tells me that you are focused on yourself and conjuring and co-creating the life that you truly want. So stay focused on you right now. I feel like because you're so focused on you, what will come from this is someone who's focused on you and someone who has focused on themselves. You don't want to attract the same energy you've attracted in the past because it's too little too late, right? So the way that you're going to be able to overcome this and actually meet someone that you like is by, in fact, loving on yourself, self-reflecting, and then manifesting that partner who has done the same work that you have put in. You don't want to fix anyone, okay? So it's okay to grow with people, but we don't want to fix, you know, we don't want to be your mom either, all right? I hope this video resonated with you. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. Share if you care. If you're interested, again, in a private reading, just go down below. All the information is there. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. I'll see you in my next video. God bless.